Yes, hello everybody. If that doesn't get the juices flowing, then I just don't know what is. Yes, it is a look ahead to the MG Trophy season 2023. And of course, I couldn't do it by myself, could I? So I had to enlist a little helper. And who could I get? It had to be a good friend of mine as well. And I mean that on a personal level. He's a top bloke. It is, of course, Tylor Ballard's with me. Tylor, how are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
It's really, really good to have you on the show. Now, it seems crazy to say this because you are so young, but you're almost a bit of a veteran of the MG Trophy, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in my sixth year now, so I started racing the trophy when I was 17. Been in and around the MG Trophy since I was about 12 years of age. So, yeah, it's a big part of my life.
It certainly is. So what kind of got you started? What compelled you when you were at such a young age to think that's the championship for me? That's what I'm going to go for.
Yeah, obviously the family business has been dedicated to MG Rover for 30 odd years, so that played a part in it. And we're good friends with a fellow driver, Richard Marsh,
Yeah.
who we went on to sponsor, and that's who got us into the championship really.
Hey, that's what you need. That's what you need, isn't it? And you're always a front runner, aren't you, Tyler? We had a quick chat, didn't we, actually, off air
Yeah.
before coming on. And you say 2021 was the closest year. You're going into the final round, right in the hunt before the title. Didn't quite go to plan that
Unfortunately
year,
not.
but you are a front runner. And of course, 2023, you must be excited to get going, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Obviously, just take each round as it comes, and there's some good competition that's going to be out this year. Some good drivers coming back, and yeah, it's going to be good fun.
Fantastic. Now, coming up in this show, it's going to be about half hour or so, maybe a little bit less, but as you can see, we've got our special guest, Tylor Ballard. We're going to have a look back at 2022. We've got some racing action to show you. Just to recap what happened at Brands Hatch last year in race one, because in just over a week, we head back to Brands Hatch for the season opening. Tylor, what goes on over the winter for you guys? After the last race last year at Snetterton, do you just put the car in a garage, or is there a lot of work that goes on? I imagine there is, isn't there? Quite a bit of work that goes on
Yeah,
over the
obviously
winter.
we tend to focus on the getting the bodywork sorted for next year, and just have a bit of time off really. Obviously, it takes up a lot of time within the racing season, so sometimes it's nice just to chill and have a bit of time to ourselves really.
Yeah, time off. What is that? Just a quick reminder to everybody as well. One thing that we like to do at Live Sport Now is get you guys involved as well. The live chat is open. You can comment below. We can see the comments as well. So please, please, please do get in touch with us. Do comment below. I know there's a number of drivers actually tuning in to watch this evening. So if you are racing it in the MG Trophy Championship in 2023, please just drop us a comment. Just say hello. Best place to do it is at Live Sport Now on YouTube, because that way we are guaranteed to see it. All you've got to do is click the link in the body of this broadcast, which says where the live chat is, or watch MG Trophy in 2023. And then in this video, just comment in the live chat section. That is it. And if you keep your comment clean, we can show it on screen. Please do keep it clean as well. Right, let's just move on to 2023 then, because we do have some breaking news. But as you can see from the caption, it isn't really breaking news because we obviously made this public. But of course, we are delighted to say for the first time ever, and I believe this is the first time ever, you can probably tell from this graphic I'm about to put on screen, but every single round of the MG Trophy Championship is going to be streamed live. I must say, big thank you, by the way, Digitex, for that opening shot was filmed by them. We've got some highlights coming out with footage that they recorded over the years. They have done a wonderful, wonderful job, but we are going to be broadcasting it live, which is very, very exciting. And you can watch every single round live at Live Sport Now on YouTube. Again, make sure you hit subscribe. If you are watching on a YouTube channel, please do hit subscribe. Just make sure you don't miss any of the action. But we will be on the MG Trophy Championship YouTube channel and Facebook pages as well. We'll also be across the MG Car Club social media channels, numerous MG Car Clubs, not just here in the UK, Tylor, but you'll be being broadcast in MG Car Club, multiple ones in Australia. We're quite a big deal in Australia, Singapore, France, you name it. We're going all over the world. Right, we have had our first comment coming in, Tylor. It's from somebody you know very well, Mr. James Cole. What's he said? Evening, lads. Looking forward to seeing you all again next week. And we're looking forward to seeing you as well. James, you might not be so happy to see me walk about with a microphone in hand. constantly trying to catch up with everybody. But that is our breaking news anyway. Every round is going to be broadcast live. And where are we going to be in 2023? Well, let's have a little look, shall we? Here are your calendar dates for 2023 for the MG Trophy. Of course, next weekend, the 1st and 2nd of April, we head to Brands Hatch on the Indy circuit there. Always a real treat. Feast of motorsport, close racing, as you're going to see from our little video coming up later in this show. 13th of May, we go to Alton Park. It may be a long, long way from the south of England where I'm based, but it's worth the drive. At Silverstone, of course, the 10th and the 11th. I believe that's MG Live, Tyler, isn't it? So that'll be a big, big event, won't it? And it's a big year for MG as well.
It was quite a nice event to race at, to be fair, as well.
Yeah, do you know what? I've had the pleasure of going. Let me just take that down a sec. I've had the pleasure of going around Silverstone a few times. I must be honest. I got a bit bored. I won't say what car I was in. It wasn't an MG Trophy. It wasn't in a car, anything to do with MGs. And it wasn't an Enduro KA before you say either. But yeah, I just remember getting a little bit like, I've done about 2 or 3 laps and I was like, I mean, it was a track day. It wasn't, I wasn't racing. Racing's completely different, isn't it? But I was just going around. I'm like, right, this is actually quite easy. I thought Silverstone was quite easy. I've had the pleasure of driving around a few tracks. Donington and Brands as well, and out of 3, Silverstone's by far the easiest. Do you find that?
Yeah, I'd say that, to be fair. It's just obviously very flat and very fast, but it's quite a long lap, especially in a ZR. But yeah, it's still an enjoyable track, and I've still had some very good races there, to be fair.
Good man, good man. Let's go back to the calendar date, shall we? So we got up to Silverstone there, 10th, 11th June, MG Live. That's going to be a big one. 29th of July, we head to Cadwell Park. Again, a long, long way for pretty much everybody, unless you live in, Lincolnshire. Then it's an absolute massive trip for anybody. And then we are round the season out, of course, as we usually do with the MG Car Club at Snetterton in late September. Looking at those dates, Tyler, looking at those tracks, which is your favourite out of those?
Out of those, probably Alton Park, to be fair. I really enjoy it there. Normally when it's wet, so we're hoping for some rain there this year.
Well, talking of you driving in the wet, I've got a little picture actually to show. Where is that? Is that Alton?
That is Alton Park, yeah.
There we go, look.
That was the wettest day of the year, that was, and we were racing that.
Was that last year?
No, that would have been 2020, and it was quite funny because a couple of races after, the meeting got cancelled because it was that wet. So we were quite lucky to get both races in.
I have to say, actually, I was there that time as well. We weren't doing you guys; we were doing a couple of others. And I remember the opening race was red flagged, and so we weren't sure how long the red flag was going to be because you're live, aren't you? So yeah. We filmed from the gantry for about 45 minutes, just myself and my cameraman, just talking drivel for 45 minutes. But, it's one of the most engaged videos we've ever done. We're just doing the quizzes, we're doing all sorts of stuff. Alton Park is an absolute cracker. The first time going up there was absolutely blown away. And I did Enduro car there last year as well, and it's a lot of fun, isn't it? It really, really is a cracker.
It is normally raining, mine. Even when I raced the Enduro car there, it was raining.
Can you tell me where this is? I'm going to test you now, Tyler. Where's this?
Brands Hatch, that is.
Wow, this man knows his stuff. This man knows his stuff. Okay, all right. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions then before we keep moving on. So we know Alton Park is your favourite track we're going to this season, but where is your favourite track across the world? Now, it doesn't actually have to be a track you've raced at. It probably is, but it doesn't have to be. It could be one abroad. Where would you go? If I said to you, right, that's it, you got one track to go to for the rest of your life, where are you going?
Donington Park, 100%. Crane of curves, you cannot beat being flat. It's just the feeling when you hit the bottom is amazing. It's it's just one of those tracks that's very free flowing, and it's quite a nice lap when you get hooked up quite well.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I did a poll about a year ago talking about favourite tracks in Donington, and I think it was Cadwell actually came out on top. And I can sense you. I've had the pleasure of going around Donington. Definitely, absolutely petrifies me, to be honest. That's why I don't race, Tyler. No good. I can't do it.
As me, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, we're not going there this year, though, are we? Just looking
unfortunately, not. Yeah, I'm quite good about that.
There's a date. Unfortunately, no Donington Park this year, but a wonderful calendar anyway. And as we say, every single one of those rounds is going to be shown live. Live Sport Now on YouTube is the place to do it. Again, there's a link in the body of this broadcast, wherever you're watching. Give it a click and it'll take you straight through. Make sure you hit subscribe. Also, if you are watching this and do want to find out more about the MG Trophy Championship, you can. There is a link in the body of this broadcast which will take you there as well. However, if you don't want to do that and you're feeling ultra modern, what you can do is get your phone out right now and scan that QR code on screen. It will take you straight through to the MG Trophy website as well. So make sure you give that a click. Right, Tyler, let's just give your little test for you from 2022. Just tell us about your year. How did it go for you last season?
Last year was quite challenging, to be honest. The luck wasn't really on our side at times. A few mistakes by me. But we didn't really seem to get into the swing of things following on from the successful 2021 season. So let's hope we can give 2023 a good go. Yeah, I'm sure we can. I mean, I've got the
MG Trophy Championship. There's top 5 standings from 2022. Of course, you can see Joe Delgado, Josh Bromley, Matt Harvey, Adam Jackson, Patrick Booth there. It says Class A and B. He actually split his season, didn't he? Raced a number of races in Class A, a number of races in Class B. That's the total points combined. And I think you were 8th, weren't you, or something in the championship standings, Tyler? So just off that top 5. Who would you say going into 2023 then is going to be your biggest rival, do you think, this season? Well,
following on from 2021, it's obviously hard to name names. There's going to be a lot of drivers that can be very good.
Name names, Tyler.
Names. The likes of Fergus is obviously very experienced. You've got Lee Sullivan that's coming back, James Cole. There's many drivers in the 170s or overall in the championship that are capable of winning the race, which makes it more interesting, really.
Yeah, it's going to be a cracker, isn't it? And let's just cast our mind back to last season. As we said, just over a week now, the 1st and 2nd of April, we head to Brands Hatch. The 1st of April, it may be April Fool's Day, but we're not fooling you. We will be there and we will be there live and you will be able to watch it too. Race 1, Tyler, you had a good battle with Jack Chapman. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember it, yeah.
Right, well, you don't have to remember it actually, because I'm glad you do, but you don't have to remember it because I'm delighted to say we can actually show you some footage from last year. If you've never watched the MG Trophy before, and when we say racing is close in the MG Trophy Championship, boy, oh boy, do we mean racing is close. Here's a little look back at race 1 from Brands Hatch, the MG Trophy Championship in 2022. This is what you can expect next week.
Welcome to the first race meet of the FG Barnes MG Trophy.
Josh Bromley P2 in the 170s, Joseph Delgado on pole there, Matt Harvey pole for Class C from Chaz Riles. Lights out and we are MG Car Club, FG Barnes, MG Trophy racing here, and Adam Jackson makes an absolute cracker. Graham Ross to the outside, the second of the white cars, the blue car, the light blue car in the distance. The reigning champion is in P2, in car with Joseph Delgado through the legendary Paddock Hill bend up to Druids, and it's Adam Jackson leading. And it's Jackson, the Yorkshireman, who stays out front, but he's on the limit. You can see that. Graham Ross coming up to join as well, looking to get his first podium, I think, in the left-hand drive car, but it's Adam Jackson still leading as they come out of Clark Curve onto the Brabham Straight once again. A little bit of a breather for them. Battle for the lead continues, and Sam Kirkpatrick going right the way around the outside here. Kaylee Powell in front. Kaylee indicates, keeps over onto the inside line, but I think there was a bit of lost momentum there for Adam Jackson. We can't call that balking by any stretch because Kaylee did all she could do moving over, but Adam Jackson does lose momentum. Nevertheless, a great move by Sam Kirkpatrick. Last leaders safely through. James Dennison getting into traffic as well, and through goes Josh Bromley into the class lead for the 170s. Josh Bromley leads. James Dennison, multi-class winner last year, is relegated to second, but immediately wide line into Druids. He's attacking, trying to get back. That was very quick thinking and a mark of a good driver, although he's lost the position. Was straight on thinking about the optimum racing line going into Druids. James Cole is amongst this group vying for podium positions. Aston Wigley has a little wiggle going past Andrew Heron's car. Bit of a lock-up for him at Druids. Collects it all up though, doesn't lose too much ground on the 80 machine up in front of him, which is Tylor Ballard. So Jack Chapman under pressure from Tylor Ballard. And James Cole edging towards them in the 88 car. Cole from Aylesbury. Jack Chapman, the leader of this trio, comes from Chelmsford. Druids. If you go to the... Oh, and Adam Jackson gets it all crossed up and he's in the gravel. Could be into the tyres. Oh, Jackson held that well in the gravel. That's one of the best saves I've seen in the gravel for a long time. But maintaining the lead and coming out of Clark Curve for the last time in this one, the opening race of the 2022 MG Trophy Championship, sponsored by FG Barnes. Here is the win, and it is Sam Kirkpatrick who opens the defence of his championship with a win. Adam Jackson, fastest lap and led in the early stages, takes second place from Graham Ross. So Sam Kirkpatrick wins it. Kirkpatrick from Jackson and Ross. Josh Bromley still leading the 170s. And there was a little bit of excitement in the closing stages for second place in the 170s. And that was James Dennison going straight on at Druids. Joe Delgado takes second behind Josh Bromley. As a result of that, there is Joe Delgado, the man from Tapley in Hampshire, who takes second position, just ahead of him in the black and red car. Is the man who took the class win. That is Josh Bromley, a first class victory. First class in both senses of the phrase, I think we can say here at Brands Hatch, for Josh Bromley from Joseph Delgado and James Cole. Class C won by Matthew Harvey on his debut from Chaz Riles and Kaylee Powell. And there is our outright winner, Sam Kirkpatrick. Is he going to do what he did last year and make it a double in race 2? Confirmation of the result: Kirkpatrick, Jackson and Ross from Bromley, Delgado and James Cole completing the Class B podium ahead of Tylor Ballard, Jack Chapman, Patrick Booth and John Booth in 10th. 11th goes to Aston Wigley from James Morton and John Donnelly. Matthew Harvey wins Class C ahead of Chaz Riles, then Andrew Heron and Kaylee Powell. Non-finishes sadly for James Dennison and Doug Cole. More for you after the break.
Yeah, no, brilliant stuff. There's no break, by the way. We're not going to show you race 2. I think actually it was very similar race 2, wasn't it? Actually, Sam Kirkpatrick won it and Adam Jackson was second as well in race 2. But does that bring back memories, Tyler? And we must say, actually, before we come to that, you did get past Chapman in that race, didn't you?
Yeah, I did get past him. I think I had Aston in the same place on the in race 2 as well. So, and obviously finished second, I think, in the end, just behind Joe Delgado.
Yeah, I mean, talking about Delgado and Bromley as well. I mean, we talk about close racing. I think Autosport actually put those two as the closest rivalry in 2022 in club racing. I mean, that's got to be one of the best things about racing in the MG Trophy, isn't it? How close it is. You've got to be on it constantly, right? Yeah,
obviously, you've got to have your wits about you. You've got to be on it all the time. But yeah, it's just a great place to race, really. The championship's just full of great people, and it's definitely got a family feel about it.
Now let's maybe forget about last year and move on. You've had some great races over your career, haven't you, Tyler? As I said before, almost a veteran of the season, despite the fact that you're so young. So I'm jealous, to be honest with you. It seems crazy. It doesn't even seem fair to be calling you a veteran of the series, but about to start your 6th season, you're definitely no rookie anymore. But looking back over your time with the MG Trophy, what would you say has been your best ever race? And where was it and why?
I would say probably, again, going back to Silverstone, probably last year, the race I had with Joe Delgado, from start to finish. I think we must have swapped places about 20 times in one race. And it was just nose to tail, door to door, all race long, without any rubbing. So yeah, it was great fun. Obviously, I managed to get first again, so it was even better.
What is the expectation this year then, Tyler? Can you, as we said, you've come close in 2021. Can you go all the way?
It's obviously hard to say. There's a lot of factors that factor into it. Obviously, you need some luck. Sometimes you need to drive well all year. You need to be consistent. So, like I said earlier, just take each round as it comes. And as we head into Silverstone, head into Snetterton, just see where we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the main thing is to enjoy it and obviously enjoy the racing with great people. So,
well, it's clearly that, isn't it? Like I said, we've just come on board to come and broadcast the championship. in 2023, but already, you know, part of the group chats. Everybody's been so welcome. Everybody's been so nice. What's the atmosphere like in the paddock, Tyler?
Like I said, it's great. I mean, for me personally, the social side of it is just as good as the racing. So, and yeah, it's just a nice atmosphere and a great championship to be in.
And Snetterton's always a lot of fun, isn't it? Because it's the last meeting of the season. There's normally a few tap waters going around, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah. I never seem to have much luck at Snetterton, so hopefully 2023 will be a little bit different.
I'm sure it will. Just a quick reminder, anybody watching this, please do comment below. We can see your comments. Live chat is open at Live Sport Now. If you are watching at Live Sport Now on YouTube, just make sure you hit subscribe whilst you're there as well. As I said, every single round of the MG Trophy Championship in 2023 is going to be shown live. That includes our now famous behind-the-scenes paddock walks as well. Also, we will be bringing you qualifying, both races, and behind-the-scenes content as well. It is going to be an absolute cracker. We will be live across the MG Trophy social media channels too, Facebook and YouTube channel. You can also, if you prefer Twitter, you can head over to Twitter. We'll be at the MG Car Club where we are live right now, and of course at Live Sport Now. Best place though, YouTube. Hit subscribe, then you will not miss any of the action. Now, Tyler, I like to ask everybody this question because it's probably one of the most important questions you'll ever be asked. And because I'm a rubbish journalist, this is probably the question I'm most famous for. Do you prefer tea or coffee, Tyler Ballard?
Depends what time of day. I'd probably say I'm more of a tea man, to be fair. Yeah, coffee towards the evening, but yeah, I drink either, so I'm not fussy.
There you go. That's the perfect answer to sit on the fence there. Good stuff. Tyler, of course, just before we let everybody go, of course, I just want to know what a weekend makes up for you guys, because for me, I'll turn up on Saturday morning. It's quite a nice, easy setup for us. We know what we're doing, but we'll be there early doors because I think qualifying's about 9:30 for you, which is a good point. Everybody watching, we will be live from about 9:20 on the 1st of April. We will be bringing you qualifying live as well, so do tune in for that. The timetable is live, actually, I think. So if you do head over to Brands Hatch and just download the timetable, there, you'll be able to see all of the timings. But qualifying's about 9:30, I think, isn't it? Then there's a race on Saturday and a race on Sunday. You'll be able to watch it all. I get there Saturday morning. What about you guys racing? Do you turn up on Friday? Do you do testing? How does it work?
Yeah, so we'll be testing the car on Friday. Just to make sure we're up to speed and where we need to be. Just obviously check that all the cars okay. And then yeah, sort of Friday night, just chill out with, like I said, great people. So yeah, before the racing goes manic type thing.
Right, Tyler, thanks so much for joining us. One last question for you. Where are you going to finish in the championship?
Well,
I want you to say first.
Obviously, my dream would be to win it. But I think, like I said, you've got to take every round as it comes. And the main thing is for me just to enjoy the racing. As long as I'm having a good race with people, I'm not really fussed about championship until Snetterton, really.
I wish I was as cool as you. I really do. Because I would be panicking right now if I was racing this week. Just one last quick reminder for everybody. The race dates for 2023 for the MG Trophy Championship. Of course, not this weekend. The weekend after, we are at Brands Hatch, the 1st and 2nd of April, Saturday and Sunday. You can watch it all live with us at Live Sport Now or across the MG Trophy social media channels. 13th of May, we go to Alton Park. The 10th and 11th of June, that is MG Live up at Silverstone. What a weekend that is, by the way. It's not just motorsport. There's so much going on in the infield as well. If you do love your classic MGs or your modern MGs or you just love cars, make sure you get yourself to Silverstone for that. It's a cracking event. 29th of July, we go to Cadwell Park. And the season rounds out 23rd, 24th of September at Snetterton. Tyler, thanks so much for joining us. Everybody tuning in, if you do want to find out more about the MG Trophy, again, there's a link in the body of this broadcast. Give it a click. It will take you straight through. And Tyler, I'll see you next weekend. And everybody else, don't forget, we will see you live next weekend too. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Cheers.